One of the things that we think about as we get closer to Yom Kippur is the beginning of Shmuel Aleph. You think of Chana. What an interesting Maisa that we know in Tanakh about Chana. There's two things that I want to discuss. I want to discuss an inyan of Emunah and Bitachon, and I want to talk about Tefillah. I think it's roy as you come up to Yom Kippur that these are things that we're focusing on. So I've heard many times before people say, have more Emunah, you're going through stress, things are difficult, have more Bitachon, things are going to be good. And I really despise such talk because it's really meaningless. No one actually believes when you tell them that don't worry, everything is going to be fantastic. Everyone knows that that's a lie because it's something that sometimes people without thinking say. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking about, well, what about October 7th and what about the Crusades and what about the Churban Abayis and what about all the people that died in the gas chambers? Like, I really don't want to make it comical. It's going to sound comical. I don't mean it as a joke at all. But if a person was on the way to the gas chamber, lo aleinu, and you told them, don't worry, just have Emunah, have Bitachon, everything's going to be okay. Do you really think that they imagined that in the next moment that they would open up, the doors of the gas chamber and it's going to be a bunch of Nazis saying, just kidding? No, I don't mean that as a joke, but really, like, what are we saying? What are we saying to people? Have Emunah, have Bitachon. We learn so much from every os in Tanakh. Chana is pained because she doesn't have children. V'maras nefesh. She's in tremendous pain. So she davens to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Have Emunah, have Bitachon. Don't worry, everything's going to be good. You're going to have 50 kids. And all the ma'ons will be open and they'll accept her, like your kids. Like, what's this? Why is she in pain? She's in pain because Emunah and Bitachon isn't about that the next thing that's going to happen in life is going to be roses. It's not what Emunah and Bitachon is. Bitachon and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is knowing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I don't know what the next stage is, but I know that the next stage is going to be something that is infinitely good because the fact that you're going to be gozer. I don't know how it works. I cannot answer you why tragedies happen. I don't know why young people get sick. I don't know why the Holocaust happened. I don't know exactly why there was so much pain by Churban Abayis. I can't answer these questions. And the only thing that would be a HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yeah? But what Bitachon is that I trust that a HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the person that is the thing, that is gozer goodness. So you can do is you can daven. You could say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I know that you're going to be gozer goodness. Can the goodness that's going to come be in this surah, please? It's part of what tefillah is. I know there's a master plan. But can going forward, that wonderful master plan include this prat in it? I think that's one thing we already learned from Chana. Because I think Chana has more than enough Emunah and Bitachon that everyone here combined. And she was in pain. So being in pain works with having Emunah and Bitachon. That's another thing about Chana that's very interesting. Chana discovered America. What do I mean by this? Yeah, Chana is davening very intensely, and she davens more. She's davening even more. Chana starts davening, but it becomes a silent tefillah. Eli's response is, wow, there is someone whispering about 150 meters away from the Kodesh HaKadoshim, but they're whispering to themselves, the person must be drunk. I mean, that's the only logical explanation. So Chana invented the idea of davening without talking out loud. I want you to think about this for a second. Sometimes I'm very jealous of my Rebbetzin about this. I have a shtickle kinna from. Rebbetzin all the time does things that I would be embarrassed about because I have a tremendous Yetzer Hara. I'll explain. It's mamish and avoda for me. Sometimes she'll get into the car and she'll go like, she'll be a HaKadosh Baruch Hu, thank you so much for giving us this car to be able to do mitzvahs. For some reason, I feel awkward, but the only reason I would feel awkward saying such a thing is the Yetzer Hara in me, I guarantee you. Back then, before Chana, you know how people daven to Hashem? They daven. They just spoke all the time. No one would whisper to Hashem, right? No one say, right? No one did that. No one did that. If you wanted to talk to Kadosh Baruch Hu, you talked. It would be normal. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, hear my cry. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I really want I want my workday to go well. V'chuli, v'chuli, v'chuli. Chana invented this idea where I'm so tired, so in pain. It's so personal. What I'm telling HaKadosh Baruch Hu that I'm going to whisper, but he's going to hear me. And no one else is going to hear me. And this is something that Eli didn't see before. And what's amazing is once Eli seems to make a mistake and says, oh, she looks like she's drunk, Chana corrects him. And then Eli doesn't say, listen, why? What are you doing? We've been doing this for 1,000 years. We know how to daven. Moshe Rabbeinu knew how to daven. Everyone knows how to daven. Just be normal. Be a normal person. Daven out loud like everyone else. Please don't be out of the box. It's not right. I know you think but it's just not right. Eli says, L'chi l'shalom. Good. Wow, okay, I hear, that's a great idea. L'chi l'shalom. And a whole revolution is started because of this story. Because Chana passionately reached out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what this story is about. And because of this, we have silent tefillah. She created silent tefillah. Amazing thing. I wish I could tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. I can't. I knew that if we daven like this would happen. If we daven like this, Mashiach would come. Daven like this, we wouldn't have parnasa issues, we wouldn't have zivug issues. I wish. But we can't. I don't know. We do know is HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to make the best decision tomorrow, as he makes every day. But if we want, with full emunah and full bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we can daven that future be something different. That future be positive, even for us lowly people, that it's that obvious. And we can enact that change if we ask for it. This is your last opportunity. I don't know if we're all going to have this opportunity next year. I hope we do. But this is our last opportunity for this year going forward. That I can tell you. It's right now. Make it count. It matters. Aleph. Beis, half the day, you're going to be involved in Chana's world. You're going to be davening to HaKadosh Baruch Hu silently, between you and him. The thing that Eli said, L'chi l'shalom. Chana min deber saliba. One person. Now, every Yid in the world is going to be doing the same thing. Use that passion and intimate time between you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How long does it take to say Shemona Esrei during Mincha during the week? 4 minutes? 6 minutes? Shtickle brisker, 9.5 minutes? Yeah? On Yom Kippur, you can have a Shemona Esrei that lasts 45 minutes. That's a schus. It's not a gosh, Chazar Shabbat took 3 hours. No, it's a schus. You have the opportunity to have yichidus with the HaKadosh Baruch Hu for 45 minutes. There's no one else there. You think there's someone else? HaKadosh Baruch Hu is listening just to you in that moment. Use that opportunity. Chana did. Worked out well for Klal Yisrael, I must say. Do the same thing. Be mechazik. I really plan to end it now, but I have to talk about this thing yet again. I received not automated message, a message where you send it to 100 people. As is the custom before Yom Kippur, I would like to ask you for mechila. Please forgive me. Gemar Chasima Tova. So I asked the person back, I said, did you mean to send this to me? I say, yes. So ask the person, why specifically me? Because that's the custom before Yom Kippur. Meaning not because I feel bad about something I did, because that's the minig. That's the minig. That's what we do. It's the final moments. It's the final moments before Yom Kippur. Don't be stubborn. If you've done something wrong, reach out to the person that you've wronged. And don't start off by saying, as is the minig erev Yom Kippur, to ask for mechila. Say, listen, I've done something wrong to you. And this is what it is. And it was wrong. And I should not have done it. But I'm not going to do it in the future. I'm really sorry. Can you forgive me? Or, Rabbi Yud, I feel like we've been a little cold recently. I don't know did I do something wrong? Is there something you want to tell me? Because if so, I'd love to fix it. If you owe your neighbor 2 shekel, just go pay him. These things they're so small, but they're so huge. We just treat them as small things because they ruin our ego, or I don't want to give the person 2 shekel. I have a Mishnah to finish, which is of course far more chashiv, right? This is the final moments of the year. This is it. Make something of it. Improve yourself. Show HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I know Rosh Hashanah, but look where I am now, Ba'asher Husham. And Mitzvah Shem, may we all be zocheh to embark on Yom Kippur, on the wonderful journey that showing HaKadosh Baruch Hu, yes, we can do tshuva, we can become new mention, and we can revel in the yichidus and being a Kadosh Baruch Hu Dalet Amos for the entire day, just having the schus to speak to him. We had the guest Rav Weisberg today, my Rebbe Shlita, and he said something that as a bacher, I felt so alien to me when he said it. I came here to learn Eretz Yisrael when I was 16 years old, and he said, my favorite day of the year is Yom Kippur. I thought, as a 16-year-old, when you know everything, but you know nothing, but you just think you know everything, it's he's saying that because he's a very frum person. Enjoys Yom Kippur, and it's their favorite day of the year. Yeah. It's the first of Nisan might be your favorite day of the year. That makes a lot more sense. You have a whole month to do whatever you want. Yom Kippur is your favorite day of the year. And as I got older, Memela, it became, I have 2 favorite days of the year, Purim and Yom Kippur. No, really, but they're really my favorite days of the year. And it just took many years to realize why. And the answer is because it's the ultimate part of the hero story. It's the ultimate part of Kirvas Hashem. Both Purim and Yom Kippur, in my humble opinion. Yom Kippur is because the proof is in the pudding. I'm proving to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that I am trying to be a malach the best as possible. Look at how much I've embarrassed myself over the last day just to try to be metaking myself. Look at how much I really value every moment with you. I'm not just saying Shakol Niyabdvar under my breath. I'm not trying to get through Shmona Esrei. I really want to spend all this time with you. And after Ne'ilah, I'm not running to go break my fast. After Ne'ilah, I want that Marav to count. Maybe I'll sit for one more moment after Marav and just enjoy the fact that I'm at such a madrega right now that the whole year I'd never be able to reach. I'm on such a madrega. Appreciate every moment of it. It's a matana. It's a schus. And Mitzvah Shem, it should be something to be a Melitz Yosher for us for the rest of the year. Shkach.